two beautiful boomslangs, Seymour and Matilda, my beautiful couple of boomslangs. I got a couple more couples. This is my favorite snake. This, look at that. He's a boomslang. He doesn't know about it, I don't think. He thinks he's a garter snake. But they're colubrids, right? They're also colubrids. Just like, king snakes and rat snakes and milk snakes and star, all those things that we have. It's funny though, they're from a different continent. How could they be colubrids? Well, maybe there was a time when the continents were just one. They fit together. It does make sense. So, convergent evolution, they call it. Snakes go through a lot. When they eat, they have to open their jaws, which are elastic, really wide. It's all this work. They have to kill an animal, which is very dangerous. But really, it's such a tremendous task for them to digest. Right? So they're digesting forever. They eat, let's say, every 7, 8 days or every 10 days, depending on the species or whatever, the individual. All right. So they do that. And then shortly after, they got to shed because they're growing. So they're going to poop. So they're eating, and then digesting is a whole big thing. So then they poop. All right, well, now they got to start the shedding process, and that can last a long time. So they start to shed. They go into weird colors. Their eyes get blue. We call them in blue, all sorts of bullshit. And then after they shed, they're hungry again. So it's like they're always exerting themselves, The same crazy Larry. Come here, buddy. That's the same crazy Larry. But he's being such a good boy. Of course, I hypnotized him. That's a joke. I just chilled him out. Took some time. We just spent some time together. And now he's being good, at least for this moment. These moments don't always last a long time. So, look what Matilda is doing today. She's looking cute. She's looking wonderful. I had a really good teacher in Thailand. I haven't really talked about this, but lately I've been talking about it. And he was one that really first got me into boom slangs. It was like the year 2003 and 4. And man, was he a good handler or what? I'll tell you more about him. It's almost the anniversary of his death. So this time of year I start thinking about him. He died on March 24th. He was a good man. I'll tell you about him more. But this is the season, you start to think about it. But he's the one that taught me how to handle boom slangs. They're not so easy. Don't think they're so easy. They're not. People see my steaks and get the wrong idea. Good morning, swaggers. Good morning. Wag your tail. Wag your tail. Thank you. It's very good to see you today. I don't know why you slept here. Alright, what a corn rattlesnake, South American rattlesnake. On top, you have what's called, who is you? Zabcan or Yucatan rattlesnake. Then you have a Guarico rattlesnake. Can you see? They're all very handsome. Beautiful. All boys. All boys. Here, I'll show you. This is Checkers. Look how beautiful. The thing with Checkers is, it's crazy hard to hook her. See, she does not like the hook. She likes to be held. But I'm trying to use the hook. I'm trying to change my ways. It's just so hard with little snakes and very big snakes. We'll see what happens. Girls mostly look like this. Oh, there's this new thing that I have from, not haters, but sort of. I have friends, and their new thing is they give me advice, right? So they'll be like, hold this cobra that way, hold the rattlesnake that way. When you have 3, move more to the left, or whatever, right? And so I'm like, all right, I'll listen to anybody. And then they make videos saying, I told them that. It's like, go to a fight with Mike Tyson. Before he fights, go in there and you'd be like, yo, keep your hands up. And Mike's like, all right. Pulverizes the guy, of course. Comes out at the end, the guy is like, I showed him how to do that. That's the new thing. It must have been at least 7 people. It must be telling each other. So they have advice. The advice givers. Good boy. You're gonna fall down. This is a broad-banded copperhead. He hates my guts and he would like to see me dead. It's true. He just doesn't like me. Go figure. I don't even know what to tell you. Fuck it, let's not make this video. Come here. This is the one snake, man, that I think it can give you more pain than anything else. I think this snake can give you the most pain. There are snakes that'll rot your flesh away, or fertile lands, and then of course there's a boom slang. All terrible. But this is one that I would want the least, because I saw what happened to that guy. I know what the others can do, but this is the one that nope. Snake. All right. Who is you? Snickers. All right, Snickers, come here. Snickers is a guarico rattlesnake from Venezuela. So here you have 2 Spanish-speaking snakes. This is another Spanish-speaking snake. Come here. From Mexico. A Yucatan rattlesnake from the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. And this, another Spanish-speaking snake. This one has a very formal Spanish. Come here, buddy. And this is an Oracoan rattlesnake. All Spanish speakers. Brush up on your Spanish. Comes in pretty handy. A lot of people speak Spanish. I'm a Spanish. Here's a beautiful one. This is an Oracoan rattlesnake, if you'd be so kind, sir. The Oracoan rattlesnake, they're from Venezuela. Just like these guys here. No, not this guy. I take it back. This is Serval Cat. They're from Mexico. Hold on. Let me get more. I'll show you some snakes. They're all very beautiful. Then there's this guy who's very nice. He's new. Now, this guy here, he's Crotalus begrandes. All right? So, this guy here, he's an Oracoan. This is a South American rattlesnake. On top you have a Serval Cat or a Yucatan rattlesnake. I can't see that good. And here, I can't tell. Oh, we have a Guarico rattlesnake. So 4 little babies. All right, look who it is. It's the big boy, Odessa. He's a boom slang. He's a good boy. He's very sweet. And look at his color. Just check him out. Look at, I'll pass his body by. Look at this. Look at that. This rich, crazy color. He has a little skin deformation. I'll just pass my hand. You can see. I knew that when he came. They told me. So did Precious. Hello. But he's a good boy. And at first he wasn't so good. But now he's a good boy. We worked out our differences. And now he's very sweet. Look at him. Look at that color. Man, he's just a knockout, isn't he? He's beautiful. If I was a boom slang, I would date him. Well, if I was a female boom slang. All right, let's take out your girl. Good girl. All right. Here you have a Southern Pacific rattlesnake. This is a girl. She's very sweet. She doesn't have a name yet. So if you have any ideas, let her and I know. Isn't she pretty? Southern Pacific rattlesnakes don't usually look this dark. I mean, they're just not this dark. But once I saw her, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm taking that. I wasn't even supposed to be buying her. I was out buying a different snake from a breeder. Then I saw her. I was like, oh, she's coming home with me. I don't care what she costs. I'm taking her. And I did. And I'm glad I did, because she's a sweetie. The other ones, but I love her. Give me a name. Larry's changing his ways. He's gonna be a good boy today. Larry's gonna be a good boy. Shh. Good boy, Larry. Good boy, buddy. Shh. If you're gentle and nice, you can get the craziest snake in the world to be gentle and nice. Even Larry. You're gonna be good? It's Larry, the Egyptian cobra. They say, probably wrongly, that Cleopatra killed herself with Egyptian cobra. It's probably not true. Mark Antony, however, did not. But look, losing an army must be tough for a woman. Must be tough for a man. Must be tough for a snake. Must be tough for anybody. Larry understands that. But they also say they just found 2 marks in her, which could have been anything. But it could have been fangs. That's not some crazy deduction. It's possible. Good boy, Larry. Good boy. Come on, buddy. Come on. No, get out of here. It's the cat. Get out of here, cat. Oh, Larry. You fucked it up. Same crazy Larry. Come here, buddy. That's the same crazy Larry. But he's being such a good boy. Of course, I hypnotized him. That's a joke. I just chilled him out. You know, took some time. We just spent some time together. And now he's being good, at least for this moment. These moments don't always last a long time. So. I want him all hooded up. I don't want that. I have to deal with that with him. That's not the goal. This is the goal. This is what I like. This is why I do it, you know, to get to this point with them. Doesn't mean it's gonna last forever. Not with him. He came wild caught. He's an Egyptian cobra, you know. African cobras, you know, they open out, bite more. So you have to chill out all the more. Asian cobras. This is what he wants. Yeah, I know. I know what you like. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Just watch the beautiful motions they make. It's a boom fly, female. And it'd be such a shitty way to die. Cool accent. I don't know how he is, but so far he seems okay. Hasn't bit me, that's good, right? They don't like the camera. This is an arm that can be worked with. Let me see what happens if we hold here. Yeah, the snake is fine. It's my Larry, believe it or not. It's my crazy Larry. It took a little magic hypnotism, but he's being good now. And he's being very good. Right? Impressive for Larry. For Larry, this is very good. Larry's teachable. Larry wants to learn. He does. You can sort of just see it. You can sense it. You know, he looks at you with these eyes like, what do I do now? You know? And the answer hopefully is nothing. You know, I'll take you. You see, buddy, you come. I'll follow you. And then you follow me. And suddenly we're just doing nothing. Chilling. Look who's a good boy. Look who's a good boy. It shakes the rattlesnake coming at you, giving you kisses. Look at him. Look at that face. I love him so much. He's my baby. You know, he's been here since he was an itty bitty baby. And he came in a little tiny jar. Tim brought him a million years ago. She just tripped out. So I'm trying to calm her down so she doesn't kill me. But she really tripped out. Like, open mouth, tripped out. So I'm thinking, good to calm her down a little bit. What I don't want to do is just throw her back in the thing and end it on a note like that. No, because they remember, you know, they just remember. So I just support her like on a plate and just let her move around and decide where to go. How unhappy could she be with that, you know? But they don't like the camera. Okay. There's the Larry we all know and love. There's my crazy Larry. Yeah, I knew you were going to go for me in a second. Yeah, I had a feeling I might need that hook for a second. All right. That's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Come on, bring it. Bring it. Crazy boy. Guess who? Actually, you might not guess. This is Matilda. It's not Precious. They look a little bit alike, right? But Matilda's a little girl. She's much younger. Precious is older. They're not really related, I don't think. In fact, I'm almost positive because they're both wild caught at different times, so it's very unlikely. Matilda was living with Walter. He's just a deadbeat husband. So now she lives with Seymour. He's much nicer to her, you know. So they get along much better. A lot of times relationships just don't work out, and so you move on to the next person. That's what she did. You know, it just didn't work for her. So she did what was right and what was in her own interest. You know, they didn't have kids, thank God, but she might have kids with Seymour. Let's hope. Let's hope. Little baby boom slangs. That'll turn black. Ooh, you're so pretty. She would have beautiful babies. Beautiful babies. She's not old enough, but you know, give her a year or so. Ooh, and relationships develop. Gotcha, man. God got you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at. Are you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed? He's never ashamed of his behavior, and he should be. He goes for me. I'm telling you, he really goes for me. And he doesn't go for other people. I've had friends. I'm telling you. Look at Precious. She's been chilling with me, and now she got tired. So she just stops moving. She's been moving a lot, and now she's just like, she's out of steam. Sorry, like she really was just moving so much. She's tired. When they're tired, they somehow manage to sit up. Snakes are amazingly agile, dexterous, you know, but they're strong, you know. I mean, she's tired, and she's still holding herself up. That's just what they do, you know. She's an amazing snake. Can you see how her head is a little darker than the rest of her? You know, come here, you. See, she is so pretty, isn't she? She's a good girl, and I love her very much. Precious. You know, I got, what, 5 or 6? 5. 6 is coming. She's a special one. You know him. You love him. He's my big boy. He's getting to be a very big boy. Shakes, the rattlesnake. He's the one that I had since he was an itty bitty baby. I worked him every single day since he came. And look at him. Tell me it doesn't pay off. It pays off with dividends. It's wonderful having a buddy like this. With magical creatures, but they all deserve love. Especially an itty bitty baby who's trying so hard to be a good boy and succeed. He just is a good boy. He just is. And so when they're locked up, but when there's cats around, snakes are uncomfortable because snakes know that in the battle between them and a cat, they're not going to do very well. You could take a big... How many do you count? Take a look at my beautiful babies. All very sweet. People get so mad at me for this. Good, let them get mad. Because I'm just showing you that these animals, you could hold 4 or 5, whatever you want. Not that you should. I can, because I'm not scared of them. And if you're not scared, they give it right back to you. Look, do they look scared? No. They know that I'm chill with them, so they're chill with me. That's the whole thing with them. If you're scared, like most people are, well, of course they'll be scared. And they'll bite out of just self-defense. Does not make sense? So, if you're cool with them, they'll be nice to you. Be nice to snakes. All right, fellas. Let's figure this out. Who goes where? Who goes where? Can you tell the male from the female? The male's more green. This one. Female's more tan. This one. Sorry, scary. Aren't they something? Look, it's gonna help. You have to just learn everything from the beginning again. And you gotta really watch carefully. And they like to burrow. They come towards you a lot, not to attack or anything. That's the attack posture. See, they do that, and from there they go like sideways. I thought at first it was like a threat display, but he's not threatening. He means it. If you go close, he'll turn his head sideways and try to watch what I'm doing. Back, and you're okay. Back, and then there's not much they can do. But when they're going forward, there's a lot they can do. So back, 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 back. When he's all the way back, not all the way back, when he's like here to there, he's gonna have to launch forward. Excuse me. So first, say something. Where you going, buddy? Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Aren't you guys the best or what? Look at them faces. 1 little head there. 2, 3, 4 little Indians, and we're all still alive. But it's not working out, huh, Larry? It just doesn't stay. What are you gonna do, buddy? It just doesn't stay. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Like that. It's all new to him, and suddenly he's in a new place, in his little bathtub, so it's normal to be a little bit protective. I just want to clean him up a little bit. Plus, he has a mouse in the belly. So, where you going? Where you going? I'm your dad. I'm going to take good care of you, but first I want you to take a little bath. Just a little bath for a minute. Just for a minute. Just for That's what we want. And, they're called points of entry. So if he's going back, you can just go forward, and if he's going forward, you go to the back. So, if you're having the back, you could just lift him up, right? And then you're going to go through the same things when he's up here, right? He's going back, see, you got this, right? Once he's more forward and back, you got him here. You're in charge. He really does go for me. Let me tell you, I can be perfectly still. I mean, he goes against everything that I always preach about snakes. They want to attack you and all that, but he wants to attack me. He's like a little Taliban member. Look at him. Look at him, and he comes down the hook looking for me, nothing but me. He intrims all the way down, and he knows, and I know exactly what he wants. Me dead. But he does smell something. If you look at his tongue, it's like a hunger flick, like he's picking up something that there's nothing but cat food. And the cats are in the other room. So it's hard to clean up the whole scent. But they know. Look, they know. I'm absolutely 100% convinced that they know. Check it out. This is a stiletto snake's threat display. He had my finger inside of his tail here. And then he did that. And I was like, ooh, you could actually hold an animal there and then just turn around, zoop, and zap it with those sideways fangs, and that's it, good night, all she wrote. So I thought it might be best to take my finger out. Well, Precious, my precious boom slime. She wanted to come out, take a peek, and say hi. Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss, sweetie. She's a wonderful snake. Check this out. The stiletto snake's threat display. You don't see this every day. So interesting. Almost like a finger pointing down, doesn't it? And in normal terms, this is a Guarico rattlesnake, and this is an Otocoan rattlesnake. Ain't they cool? And they're just cool. I tell you, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know that much. I'm just saying they're cool. Look, they're cool. Look, right? See, they're cool. What do I tell you? I don't know other things. Leave me alone. Shut up. All right. 2 cute rattlesnakes, both from Venezuela. I thought it'd be interesting to take a look. This is Snickers. This is the new guy. He's got no name. Yes, I'm holding it with my hand for the first time. I'm not sure why, but it felt like it was okay. So Snickers is a Guarico rattlesnake. This guy is an Otocoan rattlesnake. They're both from Venezuela, and you can see they have similarities. They're both very handsome. They're both very unique. They have the same neurotoxic properties. And I don't know, maybe they'll be friends. Maybe they'll fucking hate each other. I don't know. But we'll see. So far, it doesn't look good. No, that doesn't look good. It's okay, baby. I have a riot in my kitchen. 1, 2, 3. It's okay. You heard a noise. Snakes do hear. They have inner ears, and they hear just like we do. Or better. Don't listen to the snake haters. They're just wrong. Why else would they have inner ears if they couldn't hear? Jesus Christ. But she got scared. She heard a noise. It's okay. The neighbor's doing something. You're okay, baby. Alright. Here is Snickers, my little Guarico rattlesnake. And I got him a friend. Now, they're not going to live together. But it's a friend, always looking at the stiletto snake, from the same country. So we'll take a look at that next. Why, guess who? It's Precious. Take a look at Precious. She hasn't been out to see you guys in a minute. Here she is. The beautiful. Okay. Maybe he should have closed this a little better. Alright, let's see what we got in here. And we have, look at this beautiful baby, an Oricon rattlesnake, Frotalis vigrandes. Let's see what he has to say. Frotalis pifinorum here. Two cute little babies. Guadico rattlesnake, Oricon rattlesnake, in the common name, which is probably what I should use. I hate the stupid fancy names. We use these Latin names like we're the Pope talking Latin. We have no idea what we're saying. But you see, they're similar. You know, they do have similarities in their pattern. Both cute, right? Now, how do I turn this off? I have no hand. Just kidding, he put one. There we go. Fudgy's a good boy. Fudgy's a good boy. It's okay. We all have bad moments, buddy. I know you were just scared. I know. Fudgy's a sweet baby. Oh, that's so scary. I know, baby. You're okay now. You're okay, Fudgy. You're okay. Good boy. I'm telling you, he looks longer. He's starting. It's like after they digest and the little bump goes away, and they stop looking pregnant, then he looks longer, doesn't he? He just looks longer. This is Guadico rattlesnake. This is Oricon rattlesnake. Frotalis pifinorum. Frotalis vigrandes. Who cares? They're both cute. Look, they're both from Venezuela, right nearby each other. And it's interesting. They both have not hemotoxic, neurotoxic venom. Whereas most rattlesnakes have hemotoxic venom, and they rot you. These guys shut you down. When boom slangs get scared or angry, they puff up their necks. But not like a cobra hoods up, they puff up. It's like my thumb here. It's vertical. You know, it's just different. Look it up. It's just different, what can I tell you? But they were doing that, then they realized it was just me. And now they're cool. Favorite snake in the world. Because look at them. Look at the beauty. The splendor of the boom slang. It's unrivaled. What could possibly compare? I don't know how some people don't see it. Just watch them move. They'll chill out in a second. See how pretty. Here's Mortimer, the Death Adder. He's in a sleepy mood. He's in a sleepy mood. He's really a very sweet snake. Sorry, buddy. You know, death adders are actually, they're not really adders, they're elapids. They're more like cobras. Doesn't look that way, but they are. Isn't he a pretty boy? His black head and everything. I told you this. Larry, don't be stupid, good boy. Who's a good boy? I know. Stop. So, longhorned viper, who's so pretty, isn't she? This is Checkers, and she's a good girl. People confuse them with the Cerastes, which is a sub-Saharan or Saharan horned viper or a desert horned viper. This is the longhorn viper, and they don't spend time in the forest. They don't really burrow. They're like rocks. And boy, does she hide well in her rocks. She knows how to use them to sort of... Okay, one more time. Hey, don't kill Daddy. Nice. I find that like when you're going towards them and they don't like it, just stop. Just stop. Okay. I don't know, it's funny, it's just such a terrible aim. Yeah, good boy. Tell you what, I'll let you have a little peek inside. Now, what do we see? A western green mamba. A very, very handsome boy. What do you think of that? And he's very nice. So now, if you haven't been here before, if you haven't been watching, this is a new snake, western green mamba, from an outstanding, very prestigious breeder. Not from this country, but still wonderful. Had to wait a long time. You can see he's in shed. And he's very dope. All he wants to do is climb the hook. I'm just a little concerned because he keeps opening his mouth. I'm gonna have to look into that. And that's gonna be, you know what I do. I gotta pin him down and take a look inside and see what we got going on. Let's see how he does on the floor. You're handsome. You're so handsome. I know you don't like down. I know who wants to go on the ground when you're a tree person. You're like an ant. You're like an ant. Not yet. Not yet. I understand what he wants. I just have to understand him a little more. Now, I don't know if you follow this drama. There's lots of politics here. But Matilda, you see, she was dating Walter. They were together. They didn't talk shit out. They fought. You know, there was some domestic violence. Bad. For real. So, long story short, Walter was thrown out. He hit the road. He's got a whole different place. He's got a new girl. He's gone on with his life. In comes him, Seymour. And Seymour, he meets Matilda and he's in love. He's a good husband. He's loyal. He's just a faithful, loyal, good dude. He cuts his fingernails. He smells good. You know, everything about him's nice. He always... One of the things different about my house is that I have rattlesnakes and I have them roaming around. Now, Shakes, there's something he doesn't like. And I don't know what. Not yet, anyway. But looking more carefully, it might be the absence of a hide. You know, and if I were to move, you see, like I just did, he doesn't like that. So he's on the ground, and I'm higher up. Imagine how much higher up I am to him. So there's nowhere to hide, and then there's a giant monster. If I were to pick him up, though, he'd be fine. Once in the air, he knows he's okay. And see how they inchworm? Check it out. I love watching this. It's like they're a gaboon viper suddenly. Right? Just an inch. Now, what's funny about people, if I take out a snake, he does reverse. If I take out a snake, a rattlesnake, you know, without the hook, you know, from the get-go, no one really notices. They're like, oh, look, it's a rattlesnake. If I take him out of the hook, then I switch, they're like, holy fuck, he's gonna die. It's the same snake. I bet you thought Larry was crazy. He is. But sometimes, if you take a long time, you can calm him down. This wasn't so easy. And here we are. Same crazy Larry. He's the same crazy boy. And at any moment, he's going to turn around and go for me. But it's okay. Trust me, I'm used to it. That's just what he does. Seymour, the boom slang, Matilda's boy, he's out. I put her back in because they need time apart, you know, every couple does. So they just don't like the camera. It's such a funny thing. And so, I was telling the story before, but essentially, Walter and Matilda didn't work out. Seymour and Matilda, they get along fine. So that's the deal. Thank God, you know, there were no kids involved or anything. No lawyers, no bullshit. Just, they both moved on with their lives, right? Walter's, he's just out of the picture for now, right? He's got his own house, his own girl. He's out of the picture. He's out of their picture, that's for sure, right? No need for visitation, no nonsense, no bullshit, right? Seymour, he's in. Everybody's happy. I'm happy. We're all cool together now. Hey, you crazy? Get out of here. This is a bad mix when you have this, and then you escaped. Go back over there. What are you doing? You're the reason he's getting all nuts. Go back to your room. Tuxedo cat, be a good girl. Go back to your room. Come on. Go back to your room, honey. This cat's scared of me. She was an outdoor cat. Come on, sweetie. Go back to your room. Back to your room. You can't stay with a cobra. Go back to your room. I'm sorry to scare you. All right. So here's Bouncer and her babies. And they're 3 days old. And having some milk on tap. And here's the fountain, the milk machine right here. The purring milk machine. And they're very beautiful babies with a very beautiful mom. All good babies. All good babies. And the grandma's meowing. Easy, down. Come on, baby. Come on, Larry. Be a good boy. Come on, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. Come on down, Larry. Come on, you can do it. Come on, baby. Down. Good boy. Good boy, Larry. Good boy. Come on, buddy. Come on. No, get out of here. It's the cat. Get out of here, cat. Oh, Larry. You fucked it up. You would have done it. Alright, Larry. I'm sorry. You're a dickhead. You don't get involved in this. You're a good girl. What kind of crazy shit is this? Larry's changing his ways. He's gonna be a good boy today. Larry's gonna be a good boy. Shh. Good boy, Larry. Good boy, buddy. Shh. If you're gentle, nice, you can get the craziest snake in the world to be gentle and nice. Even Larry. Look, it's Matilda. And she's a boom slang. I'm so sorry. Wrong snake. I'm an idiot. Just ignore this, Jeff. Well, you guys know Precious. This isn't Precious. This is Matilda. Matilda's a different girl. She's a little bit more brown, and she's wonderful. And these snakes, they're from the southern part of Africa, and they like to be in trees. So if you want to be nice, what you do is you take them and you hold them up. And if you can see, they become very happy. See how she's smiling? They like that. They like to be higher up. And often, if they don't chill out, they do chill out when they're higher up. So it's just a nice way to chill them out. You know, she's active now because I just took her out and she's smelling cats and shit like that. But she's a good girl. And usually it does help them. Look how she's moving her head. They do that. I like that. She's dope. Okay, I wasn't sure before. How many babies. But now I'm sure. It's 3, not 4. It's 3. There's Mama. And she's a wonderful mama. And they're beautiful babies. They're noisy, but wonderful. And there's Grandma. Good boy. Good boy. Dude, he won't show you his head. He doesn't like the camera too much. On that, I sort of agree with him. I understand that. But man, he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me one bit. Not that everyone else does, but he is pretty adamant in that opinion. But no, sweet, no. Beautiful, yes. At least not sweet to me. I'm sure he'd be sweet to other people, not to me. He's a broad-banded copperhead. And see what I mean? You can see for now, he's gonna be set up in here. He's got 2 little hides, he's got his water and substrate, he's got a little heater. He's gonna be just fine. This is just temporary anyway. All right, he fell down. He fell down a good 3 inches, but he's okay. He really is very beautiful, don't get me wrong. I do love him, you know. He just doesn't love me back, but I don't need him to love me back. That's okay. He's a handsome boy. You're a handsome boy, a crazy boy, but very handsome. Good girl. Precious, the beautiful boom slang, has been out for a minute to see you guys. So here she is, looking beautiful. Her boyfriend just shed, so we'll be taking him out. She's such a chill snake, you know. She didn't really come that way, but over time, you chill with them, they chill with you. Such a beautiful girl. Just a beautiful snake. Hacha. Hacha, hacha, saka. Like that. Here we have, check this out, Snickers. We have Snickers trying to sneak out. You never know what kind of mood Snickers is gonna be in. So, you know, what I do is I try to take a loop that'll push his head away. Right? Boop, 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 boop. And then you got a Snickers bar right there, just like that. Go down here. Let him play a little bit. There's something you don't see every day, a stiletto snake going in his water. Huh? Take it back. A stiletto snake coming out of his Uber transportation box. What are you doing? You gotta go back home. This is just for your ride. So cool how they move. They do look like mole snakes a little bit, don't they? That's the problem. People pick them up, they think they're mole snakes, and poof, that finger's gone. This is my new rattlesnake. He needs a name. This is my first time really interacting with him. I'm hoping he doesn't bite, because then I'd die. And I got so much to do tonight, honestly. I don't have time to die. So many people depend on me. So are you dope? Are you cool? Seems okay. So far I'm still here. I'm still here. You're still here. He's very cute, isn't he, handsome? Look at his pattern. Stay still for a minute, just for a minute, but you can come out in a minute. Jesus Christ. What's with you? El señor Marachoso. What? You want to go out tonight? What is it? What is it you want to do, Snickers? Why are you so fidgety? This isn't like you. You just want to come out? What, you want to just chill? He just has a sweet, gentle disposition. Once you see his face, he's just so nice. You could just sort of tell by looking at him. He's just a chill dude. He likes to be handled. He just came into this room, so he's just trying to get his bearings, but still needs a name. Okay, move, escape. Very good job. I don't think so. What is it with you? What do you want to do, bud? What is it you want to do? What? What do you want to do? Go canoeing? What is it you want to do? Just be with Daddy? You can stay here if you really want. Something beyond just peacefulness, you know? You've seen the times when he just sort of lies on my hand. You know, it must be hard for him now because, you know, I have this bandage on. But look how he's trying, you know, he's trying. He's such a good boy. I can't believe. Oh, fuck, man, that was right in the face. Oh! Greenish black. You know, I don't know what he is. He's turning black. Look, he will be black, but the way he's turning black is so beautiful. Look at her. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't he? Yeah, you're a big boy. You're a big boy. That's my baby. That's my baby. Who's my boy? He's interested. He's curious. He wants to know about his world. Look at his eyes. He's got big, beautiful eyes. You know, they're colubrids, like king snakes here or milk snakes. He's a good boy. They have very good visual acuity, you know, but they don't follow like cobras. Like, he's not going to follow my hand. He just didn't like that. He's not going to follow my hand like a cobra would. You know, and if it really bothered him, he'd be puffed up in his neck. But he's not. He just didn't like that, you know, because he's looking at the phone. Well, you got a little puffy. You got a little puffy. You know, he's a good boy. Little snake. I once saw a guy take a bite from one of these snakes. And man, was he in pain. You know, this, I don't know if you noticed, but I've done snake shows all over the world. I did them in Thailand with cobras. I did a little bit in India. I did a lot in Egypt and Thailand. Oops. And so in Egypt, we had one of these guys. They're not from Egypt, but we had one there. And man, it got a guy, and it got him twice. He's trying to put it, got him once, he's trying to put it down, it got him again. Oh, did he go into pain? I felt so bad for him. You know, there was nothing I could do, but he was in so much pain, and I felt so. That's the one you want to work on. He's back. You just go in. They can't go down. He's back. You just go in. Whoop whoop. And if he goes over the thumb, here he can't bite. Another little thing. If you're back here, you can prevent it with this or this. Look. Go ahead. You want to do? like spiders. Yeah, go ahead, get your chicken. It's okay. It's okay. You tried. Two of these, five of the other, cobras, mambas, boomslings, rattlesnakes. Shouldn't I be dead? Or is it possible, just possible that these snakes don't want to kill us all? That maybe these are animals that just want no confrontation, nothing to do with humans. And even more than that, maybe we can sort of make the journey to them and find that there's a different consciousness that we can get to know. Maybe they're not out to kill us all. They don't know you. They have nothing against you. They would politely ask that you please don't step on them. That's it. You know, there's no need to round them up. There's no need to kill them. There's no need to chop off their heads and see if they bite themselves. There's no need to skin them alive. None of that. There's just no reason to. And if you do that, that's because you're not educated. You don't know what snakes are about. This is the way it should be. You can form a relationship with them. I'm not saying you should go to one in the wild, pick it up and say, hey, let's date. What I'm saying is that if you have one in captivity, you can raise it or you could change it so that it's somewhat social. She's something, man. She's a really sweet snake. I got this still fairly recently, not long ago. And she's been just such a pleasure, you know. You have to work with them all. Otherwise, anything can happen. I made a video not long ago where I had a bandage on my hand. And I moved it past her face and she twitched. And I twitched. And then I had to go, shh. And that actually calms them down. Believe what you want, but it does. And then, like, everyone posted all over Instagram. It's everywhere saying, don't be this guy, which, I don't blame you. But it's just kind of funny. I have my share of everything. Funny on doing, not striking down, you strike sideways. It's a whole different game with these guys. He's ready to go. All right. You want to see beautiful? Let me show you beautiful. This is Odessa, and he's a boomslang, and he is gonna be black. I mean, black. And now look at him. He's just rich. I don't know what to call it. He's like green, gonna be black, and he knows it. He's proud of himself, and he should be. Look how handsome he is. Look at that. Look at that color. There is no color anywhere else like that. You just get it right here from Odessa. Look at him. He's got a bump. He's got a mouse on him from a couple of days ago. But isn't he beautiful? Look at the colors on him. Man, they knocked me out. He's a stunner. He is a stunner. Here's got Precious, the boomslang, the female boomslang. They're from mostly South Africa or Southern Africa. They like to hang out in trees. They eat birds. They're colubrids, which is funny, like king snakes here or milk snakes, scarlet snakes, all those guys. Like a corn snake is a colubrid. That's a type of convergent evolution, something you see in two different continents, and you're like, whoa, shit, how could that be the same? Well, convergent evolution. Maybe the continents, they fit together for a reason, because they were all one thing. And then time passes, and poof, colubrid from South Africa in my hands. How'd that happen? In Roxborough, North Carolina. But see, she's like chilling now. They do that. They sort of run out of steam, then they just literally hang out with you. She's a pretty girl. She's got a mouse or two in her. It's hard to know which one ate which, Shh. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. It's just me. There's no cats. You're a good boy. Fudge is a good boy. Fudge is a good boy. It's okay. Look how pretty she is. Look, just holding with one hand. Look how they can support themselves. Snakes are so muscular, not just pythons and other constrictors, all of them. It's amazing what they can do. They can just hold themselves up when they want to. Even the fossorial ones, the ones that burrow, they can hold themselves up, even though they really never need to. They have prehensile tails. They can hold themselves to your finger and then go up. Snakes are the most amazing, most underappreciated, most misunderstood creatures in the world. They really are. These are the misunderstood. These are the unloved. Not you, them. These animals are treated so poorly and without any reason, without any justification whatsoever. They're just sweet, beautiful animals, that people love to mess with and then say that they bite. Don't mess with them, they won't bite. Is she biting? No. She's curious. Big difference. All right, sweetie. You can go to your little thing. He didn't eat last time. Now, if you ask any snake owner, we don't like that. We want them to eat every time. But snakes don't eat every time. There are times when they just don't eat, and you're stuck worrying. They're not. You are. It's just part of the game. So he ate the time before that, a big fat rat. But he didn't eat last time. So maybe he's going to go into the shed. Maybe he didn't want it. Maybe he has stress. Maybe a million things. So what I do is first I assume it's stress. I cover up his little tank or cage so he can't see outside and he's not as stressed. This is the one that eats so gently. He doesn't like the phone, but he eats so gently. They're good buddies and they're cool together. Now, this guy here, he's new. He's an autocolon rattlesnake. This one is a Serval Cat rattlesnake. And he's very sweet too. But then we got this one here. This crazy boy, come here you. And he's sometimes good and he's sometimes bad. Not Snickers. You know Snickers. He could be nuts. But I love them all. And if you're nice to them, they're nice to you. That's just the rule with snakes. Hey, buddy. Well, you know this boy. This is Snickers. He is a Guarico rattlesnake. They're from Venezuela. And boy, has he come a long way. He used to be insane. And now he's a good boy. He's well behaved. And I got another snake in Venezuela. Let me show you. Yeah, look, I got you brethren. I got you brethren, buddy. Now, Snickers used to be a crazy rattlesnake. And I mean crazy. And now, he's still crazy. But sometimes he's okay. Sometimes he's a good boy. Other times, he just goes nuts. And he bolts off and he tries to bite. He goes into like Black Mamba mode. He's got this crazy thing going on. So, what are you going to do? But I got him a friend. I got him another snake. Not the same exact species, but close. The closest one. So, watch, I'll show you. In fact, wait a second. This is the boom sign. Named Precious, who I love very much. Watch her move. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. All right. So. All right, so let's see how this mamba reacts to touch. Okay, so not great, not terrible. I can tell you this right now, he's not used to it. I don't think he's ever been touched by a person. You see, it didn't cause him to attack or anything, but it caused him to check it out because he's like, what's that? I don't blame you, little buddy. Yeah, I know you keep doing that. I know. This is very normal for you. Don't worry. It's okay. It's all good, little buddy. It's all good. See that? You got your little vine. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on in your mouth. All right, folks. Here we have Seymour. Now, if you watch the last couple of videos, I had some females out, Matilda and Precious. So Seymour, you can see he's a darker green, like Odessa and Walter, and he's gonna be black. I love that. You can see his tail. Look how his tail is. It's so cool. Look how it wraps. And you see that? Sorry for my disgusting cut. I don't know how I did that, but look at that. Look at how it wraps. They're arboreal, and so